Good, everybody. So I'm gonna make this really quick. I haven't done a video in a really long time. What's up, everybody? The people who are subscribed to me. I'm gonna try and put some more content out, but I really wanted to hit on this real quick. To those who don't know about me, I'm really predominantly just your everyday person. But I am a hip hop artist. I'm currently kind of on a hiatus. I don't really make any music right now or anymore because of realizations and revelations that I've made over my time making hip hop in the music industry and doing different things like that. You know, I am 43 years old, and during that time period, I grew up during the boom of hip hop culture, right? When I was growing up, it was hip hop and R&B. They were hand in hand, right? How I really got pulled into it, me personally, was I grew up in the suburbs, so it took me a little bit longer to get the music, but I had my first NWA CD when I was like 12, 13 years old, okay? And me and my homies took up at that same time another element that became a part of hip hop, which is skateboarding, right? So here I am as a young adolescent kid, in the 90s, 80s, early 80s, or late 80s and 90s, whatever. And I came across NWA at 12, 13 years old, right? I look at now of hip hop and hip hop music and how certain things influenced me. And I look back and I look at the whole entire scope, and that's what I'm going to kind of explain to you right now, the entire scope of the hip hop culture and why it's dangerous. And it needs to be, at this point, it needs to be just completely just left alone. So it's tough for me wanting to be an artist and wanting to create more music. And I have this lust in me to create new stuff, and I will. But it's really tough in today's landscape knowing, the people and the agencies that are behind the destruction and the degradation of the black community and in society in general. So all right, so boom, let's go. So when that stuff came out, right, all of a sudden, all of the positive hip hop groups, Tribe Called Quest, The Roots, Mos Def, what do they call it? Backpacker music, right? Then they started calling it backpacker music and shit like that. Like any positive black culture icon was beginning to be suppressed for acts like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and many, many, many more, right? Now, during this time period, this is when hip hop blew up, and all of a sudden, record companies and record industry couldn't wait to get their hands on the next black thug culture. You know what I'm saying? Gangster, Crips, Bloods. So you had the West Coast, you had Tupac, you had the East versus West Coast, you had Biggie. They took both sides of the country and they flooded us full of hip hop, drug, trafficking culture, which ended up putting thousands, millions of black men in poor and lower income communities in prisons, right? There's thousands of private prisons right now that are holding millions of black men or men in general that were corrupted by the machine of taking over of the hip hop culture, right? Even in the suburbs, it affected us. So we were living like that. We were doing that shit too. I couldn't wait. I mean, just let you know, I'm from a suburb of Detroit, right? I couldn't wait to go to Detroit after school. That's what we were doing. We were going and doing drugs, doing all that shit, right? And I'm not going to blame hip hop music, but I am going to blame the machine behind it. It was a CIA operation, man. Like, a population that is easy to control is one that is broken. There are no families. You got drugs going on within it. All right, let me go back a little bit. So, like, the whole trafficking and drug shit, right? Be a drug dealer. Be a gangster. That shit's fucking cool. You make money, right? It's almost like it was like an advertisement to the poor black male inner city kid. It's like, yo, here you go, kid. You can do this. You can be cool. You can be a rapper. You can do this and that. So now in 2026, you can clearly see the aftermath of the takeover of hip hop, the degradation of hip hop, the manipulation of the young black mind, drugs, trafficking, broken homes, and here's the result. We're in the final stage of it. The operation is complete. Okay? Right? They got people to sell drugs for them willingly, right? They can arrest those people, put them in jail, steal the drugs, and continue this cycle of free employees, free work. Meanwhile, our communities, our people, and our suburb, everything around us is degraded by this type of music that nobody really wanted to make or create until the industry was like, oh, we're paying millions of dollars for this. We'll pay millions of dollars for a young guy that wants to destroy his community and culture for money. That's what we got. That's what rappers are. Rappers are paid to destroy your communities, sell drugs, or sell messaging, right? Esoteric messaging to the population to become a drug dealer, a criminal, a shooter, an op, whatever the fuck you want to say. But that's what it is now. These rappers that are rapping today are not gangsters. They're not. Dr. Dre was not a fucking gangster. Snoop Dogg was not a fucking gangster. None of these people are. None of them. The real ones that are sprinkled in and out throughout here, Pooh Shiesties and shit like that, the real ones, they don't make it. Because their ignorance behind what they're involved in won't let them elevate to the point where guys like Drake, all these guys are at. You got to know that you are a tool for the elite to make money. Think about it. Do you think they're paying black men fucking millions of dollars to fucking rap? I can't believe, as a young, naive man, that I got into music believing that this was a viable career or a viable way to make money, when all of this shit was all around me. And trust me, I'm a very good artist. I got very far. I make very light and dark, esoteric hip hop, soul trap music. That's what I make. I talk a lot about God. I talk a lot about hell. I mean, it just interests me. Occultism and esotericness interests me, as you can tell. So this is what I want to put out there, man. It's time to let go of hip hop thug culture. Rebuke it, rebuff it. It's garbage. And any nigga out there that's still fucking doing this shit, still acting like drug and banging and doing this shit is fucking cool, props for you. I'll fucking see you in hell. You're not doing nothing, bro. You're a clown. You've been played. You've been played. I don't give a fuck how much money you make. I don't give a fuck. You've been played because you have done more damage to yourself, your communities, and the bloodlines of all of our fucking families and races for centuries to come. Okay? It's time to be done with this shit, black people. It's time, bro. It's disgusting at this point. They are literally they're laughing so hard at us still like lining up to be a fucking pawn in their game. And then you don't even get anything out of it. You get a little bit of money, and then what do? They destroy you. Look, there's not a fucking rapper in the game that has not came through, took the bag, got elevated, pushed the bullshit, destroyed, crushed. Next. Took the bag, didn't want to do it. Okay, you took the bag and you didn't want to do what they told you to do. Okay, fuck you, crushed. It's time for us to get more... Let's get smarter about the media and the way that the media and the government and the CIA are controlling things. You know, I'm going to post this to YouTube, but even still, YouTube is how does YouTube make money? They are $1 trillion company that makes money off of social engineering your thoughts. I don't get paid any money from YouTube. I don't get paid any money from any sponsors. I don't get paid from anyone. You can trust my words. But the people who are making money on YouTube and are making money for their thoughts or just jumping on some random trend to get popular, like, you can't trust these people. You can't trust them because they're literally there just to parrot shit to make money so they can be a part of the same social engineering scam grift that everybody is trying to join into. I'm not trying to join any grift, any money, anything. I just want people to wake up and be aware of the social engineering that they have done to you, that they have done to us. Your thoughts are not your own. They're not. And the more enlightened I become, the more I realize of just how fucking twisted this non-reality is. Hip-hop's a scam. The hip-hop culture needs to be brought back. But first, this current culture needs to be destroyed. I don't know how to destroy it, but we need to stop giving into it. Sonically, it's garbage. Musically, it's garbage. The fucking personalities are all fake. None of these guys are real gangsters. None of them. I've met real fucking gangsters. None of these fucking losers are gangster. Lil Wayne's not a fucking gangster, bro. Drake's not a fucking gangster. None of them. None of them. I can name 1 million that are out right now. They're all the most corniest young bros that are signing up to just push trash. Majority of them are white now because now white niggas is getting in on this shit and being like, oh yeah, we don't care about destroying their community. We don't live there. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say, man. It's your boy fucking Black Rogue, Dirty Sway. What's good, man? Thank you for tuning in. If you listen to this full video, I'm going to give more information, man. I really appreciate you for listening if you do. If not, High Vibe Tribe. Stay up all day. Let's go. Bye-bye.